everyone and welcome back to another video. As you can see from the title, I'm doing another what I eat in a day video today. So I'm going to be taking you through everything that I eat, and I'm also going to pop calorie and protein content for every meal and snack on the screen as well, because I did that the last time and a few people said that they found it quite helpful and like they liked sort of having that little bit of information on there as well. This is just kind of a standard day of eating for me. I tend to eat like the same types of things quite a lot, and most of my meals and snacks are quite high protein as well. So if hitting your protein target is something that you personally struggle with, then hopefully you'll get some ideas that you can use from the video as well. Obviously we are gonna start off with breakfast. I'm not going to the gym today, so I've got a bit more time to sort of like make breakfast, so I'm gonna do something a little bit different to what I normally would. So I'm gonna be trying to make Biscoff baked oats, and I am really looking forward to this. So I have made this recipe before and it turns out quite well, and we don't really need that much stuff either. It's quite simple, quite easy to make. So it's vanilla protein. As always, I use the My Protein stuff. I'll leave my discount code down below. We've got crunchy Biscoff spread. I personally think the crunchy stuff is way better than the smooth stuff. Oats, almond milk or any other type of milk, whatever you prefer. Baking powder. And I'm also going to pop some raspberries through it as well, just to kind of give it a bit of extra flavour. I've only got frozen ones, but obviously you could use like normal and frozen ones as well. So to start with, you're just going to blend all of the dry ingredients together. So starting with the oats, you want 50 grams of oats, 1 scoop of the protein powder. I'm using vanilla, but obviously you could use any other flavour. I just think that the vanilla will probably work best with the raspberry and the Biscoff. And the baking powder, so it's half a teaspoon of baking powder that you need. So half a teaspoon, and then you're just going to blend that into like a flour type substance. So it'll literally only take a few seconds. You just kind of want to make it like nice and fine. Then to that you're going to add your almond milk. So I use 120 mils. And you're just going to mix that in. Then transfer that to an oven proof dish. I just use one of these little like pie tin type things. It's a perfect size. I'm just going to pour that mixture in there. It is quite runny. I don't know how well you can see that. It is quite a runny mixture. And then you're just going to pour that in. Leave a tiny little bit to the side. Then just kind of pop in some raspberries in through that. You could add as many or as little of these as you like, to be fair. Then you're going to add your Biscoff. So I've got an idea for this, but I'm not quite sure how well it's going to work. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see. So I'm just going to take like a teaspoon of the Biscoff spread and pop it in the middle. So just like that, and then I'm going to cover the spread with the remainder of the oat mixture. And then I'm hoping that when you like put the spoon into it, the spread is all like melted in the middle. That's what I'm going for, so hopefully it'll turn out as I expect. I'm just going to pop that in the oven at 180 for about 15 minutes. I found that sometimes it does take a little bit longer, so you just kind of want to just keep checking it, make sure that it's like cooked the full way through before you take it out. But yeah, roughly about 15 minutes. Fingers crossed that this is going to work the way that I want it to. And here we have the finished product. I've just drizzled some more Biscoff spread over the top, and I've also put a little Biscoff biscuit on there as well. So I'm going to grab a spoon and dig into it and we can see if it's worked. As you saw, it didn't quite go as I planned. All of the Biscoff spread just kind of disappeared. I was expecting it to kind of like melt, and then when you went in, like it would just kind of like ooze out, but not quite. But I mean, it's still pretty nice. This is what it looks like inside. So it does kind of look like a bit of a mess now. But if you've never had baked oats before, it just kind of makes like a sort of like spongy mixture. And yeah, the Biscoff and the raspberry are really nice together. I will 100% be making that again. Like that was so good. And like I said, like the raspberry and the Biscoff go really well together, because obviously Biscoff is quite sweet. Having the raspberries in there just kind of adds like a little bit of bitterness, and it just kind of breaks up the sweetness. And oh my god, like that was such a nice breakfast. So for lunch today, I'm having a bit of a mismatch of things. There was a day a couple of months ago, and it was the day before I was getting a Tesco delivery, so I was just trying to like use up all the stuff that I had, just kind of like make a meal out of random bits, and this is what I came up with, and I actually really enjoyed it. So I've been having it quite a lot since then. But yeah, it doesn't really like go together, but it does taste really nice. So this is what I'm having. I've got the hack chicken sausages. I'm gonna have 5 of those with some halloumi. I normally have like 50 grams of this. This is the reduced fat halloumi from Tesco. It's just a little bit lower calorie than the normal stuff. And with that, I'm gonna have a sesame bagel with some light flora. It is quite a high calorie meal, but it does contain 54 grams of protein, so I feel like it kind of makes up for it a little bit. And obviously if you wanted to make it a bit lower calorie, you could always swap the bagel for a bagel thin, and that would like knock 100 calories off. But yeah, I'm gonna make this now and I will show you when it's ready. Okay, here we go. We've got the 5 sausages, 2 slices of halloumi, and the sesame bagel with flora, and I've also got some Nando's chili jam on the side as well. I do just kind of eat it all separately like this. I don't put it in the bagel and like eat it as a sandwich. It might be a bit weird, but I just prefer having it this way. I also think there is nothing better than a toasted sesame bagel with butter on, or flora in this case. Oh my god, it tastes so good. And the halloumi with the Nando's sweet chili jam, yum. So it's about 3 o'clock now, and I'm gonna have a quick snack to keep me going till tea time. So I've just got one of these little chocolate squares bars. I used to have these all the time, and I kind of went off them for a little while, but I've recently rediscovered them and I absolutely love them. Like, they're so good. So I'm just gonna have one of these this afternoon, and then I'll have my tea in a couple of hours. Okay, so for tea, I'm gonna be making pasta tonight. This is like a sort of relatively new recipe that I've been trying, and I've been really enjoying it. So a couple of weeks ago when I was in Tesco, I saw that they did this sweet chili Philadelphia, and I thought it would be quite nice, so I got some to try, and it ended up sitting in the fridge for ages, and I just didn't know sort of how to use it. So I put together this little pasta dish to kind of try it in that, and oh my god, it is so good. So that's what I'm going to be having tonight. The main kind of saucy part is the sweet chili Philadelphia. In that I've got some chicken, that's been in the freezer, but that's why it's in a food bag, chorizo, spinach, peas, pasta obviously, garlic, onion, salt, and then I just add a little bit of smoked paprika in there as well for a little bit of flavour. Again, it's really quick, really simple to make. You just kind of cook everything and then pop it all together and mix it in, and then that's it, done. It only takes like 10-15 minutes, so perfect if you're in a rush. And again, it's really high protein. I think this one's probably got about 50 grams in it as well. I actually came up with a name for this little pasta dish the other day. I decided to call it the chili Philly pasta, because obviously sweet chili Philadelphia pasta, chili Philly pasta. I am getting pretty hungry now, so let's get cooking the chili Philly pasta. So I've got 65 grams of pasta boiling in there, and then in the frying pan I've chopped the chicken up into little chunks, and I'm cooking that in there with some fry light, garlic, onion, salt, and the peas. The chorizo, I've just got 4 of those like little slices, and I've chopped that up into strips. So I've added in the spinach, the chorizo, and the paprika to the chicken. I added like 2 big handfuls of spinach. I know it doesn't look like it, but there's definitely 2 handfuls in there. The 4 slices of chorizo, and then just the drizzle of paprika. And then once that's ready, it's just a case of mixing it in with the pasta and the Philadelphia, and then that's it, done. So once everything's ready, just add the chicken, the chorizo, and the veg into the pasta. Then adding in the Philadelphia, I normally go for about 50 grams, which is like roughly 1/3 of this thing, and then give it a mix. It does take like a few seconds for the cheese to like properly melt, so just give it like a really good mix until it's all sort of like coated. I don't think it's like the most appetizing looking bowl of pasta, but what it lacks in aesthetics, it makes up for in flavour. It does definitely taste a lot nicer than it looks. You saw it was really quick and simple to make as well. Still like pretty healthy, high protein with minimal effort, so win-win. So to finish off the day, I'm just having a protein bar, and tonight I've got one of the Grenade carb killers in the dark chocolate and raspberry flavour. I am currently obsessed with these. Like, these are so good. This flavour is just unreal. I would definitely say this is like my all-time favourite protein bar, 100%. I'm not normally like a fan of dark chocolate. I just don't think it's like that sweet. I'm not really a fan of the taste of it, so I was quite apprehensive to try these, but they're a lot nicer than what I expected. I really like the strawberry creams that you get in like Quality Street and Roses and stuff, and this kind of reminds me of that. It's got a bit of a raspberry cream layer in it, and oh my god, they're just so good. So that is what I am having to finish off the day. So yeah, that is probably going to be the last thing that I'm going to eat today, so I'm going to end the video here. We've got Love Island coming on soon, so I'm just gonna get settled and get ready to watch that. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do try out any of the recipes that I've made in this video, then let me know how you get on. Let me know if you enjoy them. Tag me in pictures on Instagram so I can see. I absolutely love it when people make my recipes. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, remember to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!